Hey guys, it's Adam here. Today we're going to be going over our Evap Purge valve harness, how to install that, and how to also just splice in the section if you want to do it that way. So our Evap harness serves two purposes. The first purpose is a direct replacement for the stock Evap harness if you're having purge valve codes, if your car is dying after filling up, if it's stuttering really bad. The second purpose is if you switch to a cold air intake that requires a 14-15 harness. This converts your stock Evap harness to that 14-15 style. We're going to start off by just removing the Evap harness from the car. There's going to be 4 points in which the Evap harness is connected. It's connected at the intake manifold, so I'll show you these 4 points. Connected here at the intake manifold. It's connected at the cold air intake, which mine is removed right now. It's connected back near the firewall behind the intake tube, so you'll have to take out your crossover most likely and your intake tube. And it's going to be connected way down here at the cold side charge pipe. First step to uninstall these is to take your intake out, and you're also going to need to disconnect this clip right here. Just shove a screwdriver in there, pop it out, it'll undo itself, then you can pull the quick connect off. So you're going to detach it at your intake. You're also going to detach up here by the intake manifold. So we're just going to squeeze those two together and pop it off. If I can get my hand in there. Okay, you're just going to squeeze these two little tabs together and pull this off. Like so. So these are the two tabs you have to squeeze together. We're going to do the same thing. You got to reach way down here to your cold side charge pipe. Take that little green tab off. It's probably easier if you do it from the bottom if you've never done this before. But pop that tab off. You can see my hand down here. Pull that off. And then we're going to go way back here. Back next to our high pressure fuel line by the firewall. We're just going to pull that off. And lastly, there's going to be a connector clip up here. Pull that clip off where it's plugged in. You should be able to pull the whole harness out. Got the whole harness out, so we're going to go over that one more time outside of the car. You have your cold air intake connection, your intake manifold connection. You have the connection at the firewall. There's a hard pipe coming out that goes back to the tank. And then you're going to have your cold side charge pipe connection. There's also an electrical connector that plugs into the Evap purge valve itself. This is the unit that goes bad right here, so the rest of this harness is okay. This is the guy that always goes bad. So you can just buy this valve. You can splice here and come down here and splice somewhere down here and just replace this section of hose to replace this super easily. I always get the genuine Motorcraft ones because the plug can be different on some of the Dorman ones or other aftermarket purge valve assemblies. If you're replacing just this valve, you're going to want to go get some 1/4 inch ID or 6mm ID line. Grab some snips or a box cutter. And then you're just going to make a vertical incision on the hard line. You should be able to peel this hard line back off the barb. Put your hose on there. It should be good to go. Now the whole purge assembly besides the cold side connection is under vacuum, meaning you don't need to go ham on hose clamps. Honestly, from the purge valve back to the tank, you don't even really need hose clamps if you have a nice tight snug fit on the barb fitting. We're going to go ahead and compare the stock Evap harness to the SVT Design and Fab Evap harness. So back here you have the connector going to the tank. Now you can cut that quick connect fitting off and just slide that hose over that barb, or you can just slide the whole hose over the hard line at the tank. Next up we have the cold side charge pipe connection. So that's going to be this bottom connection here. Goes to a check valve This one also goes to a check valve on the stock harness. We're going to go ahead and take that hard line off right by our check valve going to the intake manifold. So I'm going to make a small cut on that plastic. It should come right off, and then put it on our soft line right here. I'm going to use these, make a slit in here, keep cutting down, making sure I'm just cutting the hose only. We need to go a little more. See how it's peeling back there? Exactly what you want. Okay, we got the connection off. This is what we're gonna keep. We're gonna take this and shove it onto our soft line. This can be a little bit of a pain. You really gotta work it, twist it on there. And we're all set. Now we can take the harness and install it on the vehicle. I'm going to start with the intake manifold and work my way back. So my install experience is going to be a little different than others just because I do have my vacuum pump deleted. So where you're hooking in will be different. This car is also a 2015. So I just clicked my connector on my manifold. Right here, click that on. Got this section, make sure that check valve is pointing towards the manifold. We're going to tuck this back, going here, so my purge valve is here, going all the way back to the firewall region. The hose that has the check valve on it goes to the cold side chard pipe. So we're going to stick that down there. In this one, we're actually going to swap over that quick connect fitting because it's just super simple to push it on instead of dealing with a hose clamp down there. We swapped over that quick connect fitting to the cold side. Make sure you have a hose clamp on either side. This one will come installed. This one's usually loose in the box because it falls around when UPS throws the package across the truck. So just be sure that you have this hose clamp. We're going to go ahead and shove that on the tube and then push this down to click it together. So somewhere down here. Click. Next, we're going to take purge valve and plug it in. So just this plug right here goes on. If I can do it one-handed, that would be cool. There we go. Same thing with this guy here. I'm going to swap over the quick connect fitting, throw the barb on so that I can just push it into the firewall. Okay, quick connect fitting's all good to go. Just going to reach back here. There's a hard line. You're just going to have to trace where the stock one goes to figure out where it's at. Mine is right next to my fuel line, right above that O2 sensor. And the last thing to install is this hose for the intake. You can use the quick connect fitting for that as well, but this is just going to go on your intake barb, which I don't have installed. We'll do that after we get everything reinstalled. So just a super quick video today on how to do the purge valve. Pretty easy to do, not too complicated. You're just going to need some good snips or a knife, box cutter. You're gonna need a flat-headed screwdriver to pop open those quick connects and to tighten the hose barbs, and that's pretty much it, besides the tools you need to take your intake off. Super easy, super quick. Like I said before, this is gonna help with stuttering after filling up. This is gonna help guys that are running cold air intakes on their 2016 plus Fiesta ST. It's also gonna help with those purge valve evap codes that come up, like unable to bleed vacuum from tank codes. I know I get that one all the time when my purge valve is going bad. Not super fun, exciting content today. We're not putting turbos or fuel systems on, but I hope you still enjoyed this video nevertheless, and hopefully after you fill up your car now, things go a little more smoothly, it doesn't die down or bog on you, and I'll see you in the next video.